Hi guys, Natalie Jill here. Welcome back to Happy, Healthy, and Fit. Today I'm doing something different from a workout. I'm gonna share with you how to schedule your day for success. So if you don't wanna be successful, tune out right now. But if you wanna be successful, I'm gonna share what I've done with my day to balance it all and get it done, and some tips that I've learned from others who seem to be very successful with their lives, their careers, and their day. Now, make sure you stay tuned till the very end because I'm gonna share with you how you can be consistent with something with me every day for 30 days. So stay tuned until the end. Okay, so number one, the first thing that I do, and I hope you late sleepers don't get mad at this one, but I wake up early. Listen, successful people start their day early. So if you're sleeping in right now and you're wondering why you're not getting your stuff done, you might want to consider setting that alarm clock earlier.
It's so early.
Look, it's very appealing to hit snooze on that alarm or put the cover back over your head. But if you get up earlier, you start your day earlier, you're more productive. That's when you'll have the most focus and you can knock things out so the rest of the day is just so much easier for you. So for me, I personally wake up before 6 every single day, and I do the things that typically we don't want to do first in the morning. I do those first, and it sets the tone for the rest of the day. So the first thing I do is, just being honest here, I do look at my social media. It's a big part of my business. So I first look to make sure my video of the day that I've scheduled on Facebook went live, that the one I want to go on to Instagram and Twitter goes up. That's the very first thing I do. It takes me no more than 10 minutes because I plan and have that stuff recorded and scheduled in advance. First thing I do. The second thing I do is I put a headphone in my ear and I pop on a podcast, because to me, that learning and constantly bettering ourselves is so important if we want to reach the next level and have successful days. So I have a series of podcasts that I've downloaded to my phone that are motivating to me and help me learn. And while I'm getting ready, it's the best time to pop that podcast in, start listening, brush my teeth, get up, put my workout clothes on. And it's amazing, by the time I've dressed and come up to eat, well, I've already learned something from the day from my podcast, which is awesome. So then I eat, gotta have breakfast, gotta get that fuel in for energy. I do my workout. When I'm done my workout, that is when I sit down and I review my priorities for the day. I love to write my whole list the night before. I brain dump before I go to bed. And then it's that time when I have most clarity after my morning workout that I review that list and figure out what are my priorities for today. Now, most people seem to love to multitask and work long hours, but it's very hard to focus and be extremely productive when you're multitasking and working long hours. We all have that number of hours that we can really focus, and we all have better times of the day to do so. For me, I've got about a 4-hour max when I can really focus, and it happens to be, for me, right smack in the middle of the day. That's my focus time. So what I do when I'm scheduling and looking at my day is I leave that time for anything that's of high priority. If I have to really look over a project, if I have to do an interview on the phone, if I have to film, anything that's high attention needing from me is gonna get scheduled during my most productive window. That is not the time that I like to check emails. It's not the time that I listen to podcasts, do any reading, relax, do nothing. That is my focus time. And I really like to use that time on things that help move me forward towards my big goals. That is key for me. The next thing I do is I have a big afternoon slump time. It doesn't matter how much caffeine I want. It doesn't matter how much I slept or how much I worked out. I have an afternoon slump. Mine happens to be around 3 or 4 in the afternoon. I don't know what time yours is, but at that time I find if I try to fight it, it makes things worse. So that's the time, if I can, I like to either go take a walk, listen to another podcast, like to go lay down outside, just something that lets my body relax and recuperate rather than trying to caffeine up and get the food in and try to force through energy. I find that's not my most productive time. So that is a great time for those little easy check-off things that you need to get done. That seems to really work for me. The next thing is I'm a big routine and schedule person. And if you talk to a lot of successful people, they're all very routine and scheduled too, because schedules and routines become habits the more you do them. So most of my days look very similar. Waking up the same time, working out the same time, focusing the same amount of time, very routine, very scheduled. there is comfort in that and you tend to get things done. So there you have it. Those are my ways that I schedule my day. And what's amazing is by 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I've gotten so much done. So now you've got that evening, the rest of the time, without that pressure or stress to do whatever it is you want, whether that's more work, relax, shut it off, whatever you need, or think about things for the future and those goals. But I will never be the one that says cram in more, do more, don't take a break, beat yourself up, because I just don't believe it. I don't believe that it's possible to be really on point and focused when you cram too much in and you're overtired. I would say do less, but pour more into that. Now, if you want help getting through your days and staying on schedule, one of the very first things I'm gonna recommend is to download my free workout calendar, because I have one every month. Got the information down below, and it will get you in that habit of at least working out every single day with me at that same time that you can pick. I've got all that information for you right there for free, so you can download that at the link below. Thanks, guys.